Hello. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I had a whirlwind of a weekend, and today I am doing my best, breast, best to catch up. And I want to share something with you that was pretty prophetic that happened to me this weekend. So, this is what happens when you don't listen to your body. Did you ever hear the expression that if you do not pick a day to rest, then your body will pick it for you? Well, if that's you, you can give me a hand or a thumbs up or a yeah, me in the comments. I certainly resemble that remark this weekend. My holiday was definitely a whirlwind of activity. And now, those of you who really know me know that's not very unusual. I often max out my days. Um, I have a tendency to push through, find a way to make things happen, and accomplish more in one day than many people do in several. Okay. It's that masculine, never say die attitude. And ultimately, as I'll share with you, it can catch up to you. And it is my default. It's what I know. So that's sort of my comfort zone, finding a way to push through and make things happen. But before I run down how my holiday actually affected my health, my physical health, if you like what you hear today and what I share with you, then you might want to consider booking a 30-minute soul intelligence discovery call to learn more about how I might provide you with some ongoing support. So, what am I going to do today? Well, today I'm going to share with you what happens when you don't listen to your body, number one. Number two, I'm going to share with you how to discover what your body is really trying to tell you. Yeah, our body talks to us in aches and pains and all kinds of ways. And thirdly, I'm going to share with you how to shift the energy to restore your body, your mind, and your soul. So I would love to know if this is your first time here. And if it is, just tell me where you're joining from. You can put a comment below and let me know. While you do that, though, let me just rewind the clock and describe what led to my health challenge. And it's kind of embarrassing because I do work for a nutritional products company. You would think I would be more aware of what's going on in my body. I know, joke's on me. Well, I worked up until my out of town company arrived on Wednesday. So very late Wednesday afternoon, like regular end of the workday, about 5-ish. And once my family came over, we enjoyed dinner, we caught up, we laughed a lot, we drank our fair share of wine and stayed up way too late, right? Just trying to enjoy each other's company. No rest for the weary, as preparing Thanksgiving dinner for 25 was what I had committed to, began at 7:30 a.m. on Thursday. Making the dressing and stuffing the turkey and putting the butter and the salt and all that stuff on and getting it in the oven for its slow 5-hour roast. Well, I thought, okay, I'll grab a coffee and I'll, put the annual New York City parade on, a tradition. I think I saw a float and a band, and that was about it before my family came over. And they came over early. So we had a full on bacon and eggs and toast breakfast and Bloody Marys and continued our conversation and laughing. And then once that was cleaned up, it was time to prep the sides, make the pies, get the appetizers ready for the first wave of people showing up at 1 o'clock. And of course, another tradition of ours, snack turkey. Has anyone ever heard of snack turkey? You can give me a thumbs up if you have in the comments. If not, don't worry. It's something we came up with. If you're wondering what is snack turkey, you ask. Well, one year my husband decided he wanted to make a turkey on the big green egg. Those big, um, you know, uh, uh, charcoal, natural charcoal kind of, ceramic ovens outside. Grills. He wanted to do it on the big graying egg, a smoked turkey. So it cooked so fast that it was ready 3 hours ahead of time. So he dubbed it snack turkey. And we just started picking on it while we were waiting for the big oven turkey and cooking the rest of the meal. And it was such a hit that the tradition continues to this day. So, fortunately, with my company around, there are a number of children and they helped me do the sides. But still, I'm standing pretty much the whole time, right, on ceramic tile floor. All right. Well, the rest of the guests arrived by 2 o'clock for a 3 p.m. dinner, and everything timed out perfectly. right? All my visioning, all my journaling works, people. It works. I mean, grateful for what you want before it happens. All right. Well, all the dishes were warmed up and on the island for the buffet style dinner. And while everybody was serving themselves, I put the apple pie in the oven to bake so it'd be ready and cooled by the time we were ready for dessert. So we had everything, right? Pumpkin pecan, apple pie with vanilla ice cream, yum. I think I sat for probably about a half an hour and then the cleanup, right? Dishes, pots, pans, Tupperware, Tetris with the refrigerator space. Anybody relate? Yeah, we also have a fridge in the garage, which typically stores drinks, adult beverages primarily. But anyway, all of the refrigerators we had to play Tetris with. So when everything was said and done and all wrapped up, it was about 8 o'clock. And most of our guests had gone home. Those who stayed were asleep on the couch watching football. I was exhausted. 12 hours standing on tile floors were really catching up to me and my back. So it was night night for this hostess. I'm sure that sounds like a lot of your holidays, right? Well, I got up Friday morning early to play tennis with my brother and some friends at 9 o'clock because my family was only down from Wednesday to Saturday. So they were leaving Saturday. So we only really had, Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday, the Thanksgiving feast, and then Friday to play. So we played 3 sets of tennis and had a great time. We played against a couple who've been tennis partners for about 30 years, and we were psyched that we got a set off them. So we played really well for not having played together. That was time to shower up, and have lunch and get ready for 18 holes of golf. Well, I decided that 9 holes would be good enough for me. So I joined on the back 9 with a girlfriend, and we played with the rest of them until we ran out of daylight. Then I came home and made a Mexican fiesta for my visiting family. We watched a bit of the Gator game, and then everybody had to go get ready for their early morning journey back north on Saturday. So it was time for hugs and kisses. And some of the people that we played with, a couple of our neighbors, invited us over to watch the rest of the Gator game. So of course I went. So you're starting to get the picture? Right? Well, by 11 o'clock, the Gators were a couple of touchdowns behind, and I decided that this girl had to crash. Anybody else wonder where the whole time went this holiday weekend? You can give me a yes if that sounds like me, or in the comments if you're with me. All right. What does this have to do with not listening to your body? Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to share with you what happens when you don't listen to your body. I slept in a little bit Saturday morning, like 8 o'clock ish, and decided I needed to ease into my day. So I laid there in bed, imagining having coffee with my husband and snuggling with Stella, my dog, and enjoying a meditation would be a great way to spend my morning. However, when I attempted to get out of bed, my left foot, kind of near the arch and close to my ankle, wasn't working right. It was sore and swollen and definitely not happy with me. My body decided that it was finally time to rest. It wasn't giving me another opportunity to continue to go like I was going. Well, fortunately for me, my husband was in agreement that vegging on the couch watching college football sounded like a great plan. I decided that icing and elevating my foot would also be in order while I read, snuggled with Stella, and did watch a bit of football. Now, I know from my soul intelligence work that when emotions get ignored, okay, they can get stuck in our physical body and cause a dissonance in our frequency. That's really our body's way of getting our attention and reminding us that we have something we need to experience, release, or acknowledge. So during my meditation, I decided to ask my foot and ankle, what were they trying to tell me besides slow down and rest? I had a sense that there was something I was resisting besides relaxing. So I asked, what is stuck? What needs to shift? If you feel uncomfortable asking your body part, then ask your guides, ask your, guardian angels, ask anybody on the other side that you talk to, the divine. What's stuck? What needs to shift? Am I undervaluing my worth? Am I out of balance? Am I being inflexible? What is rocking my foundation? Right? Those are all really good questions when you think about what your foot and your ankle do for you. Well, once I came out of my meditation, I looked up in one of my reference texts what tendinitis represents, right? Itis is swelling, so swelling of the tendons. Well, tendons connect to the bone and they represent two realities coming together. Aha! My entire life's work is bringing the spiritual, energetic world into the work world. I've mentioned I'm the Chief Growth Officer for Nutritional Frontiers, an amazing nutraceutical company. And I'm also the creator of the Soul Intelligence Method. It's a proprietary bioenergetic alignment system and methodology. And in January, for the first time, I'm going to be teaching my Soul Intelligence certification course to other energy workers and healthcare professionals. I'm merging my two worlds. So I need to be sure that I'm maintaining balance in my life between work and home, between spiritual and the physical, between masculine pushing through and feminine being open and allowing and creative and flowing, and between rest and play. Got it. Wow. Light bulb moment. Feel free, if you feel me, to drop a light bulb in the comments for me. So the very next thing I did after this realization was not only take my supplements like hyaluronic acid, HA+, and X-Flame, and SPMs, all cool supplements that I know manage inflammation because I had the itis, the tendinitis. But the very next thing I did after I supported my body internally was to do a soul intelligence session on myself, on my hubby, my dog, and my home. I smudged, I sprayed, and I cleared out the energy from all of our other visitors so that our home was once again this supportive environment that we all needed. I actually embodied my work, embraced the divine feminine, walked my talk, lived my truth, and guess what? Shifted the energy. As I mentioned to you, I'm going to share with you what happens when you don't listen to your body. You can get an injury, right? Or an ache or a pain. And that's part of how, right? You actually can discover what your body's trying to tell you. And in a way, once you figure out what your body part's telling you, there are other reference texts that you can use. So whether you use something like Heal Your Body A to Z by Louise Hay, or Does Your Body Doesn't Lie, all of those things, help you figure out, if I've got something going wrong in this body part, what potentially could be the emotion underneath that's stuck that I'm not looking at or I'm not addressing? And then finally, once you figure that out, how do you shift the energy to restore your body, your mind, and your soul? Well, I do it through the power of soul intelligence. So if you have a message that your body's trying to deliver to you and you want some help figuring out what it is, or perhaps even you have a client that has a chronic condition that just won't heal and you've tried everything, then perhaps it's time to consider adding soul intelligence to your practice. As I mentioned, I am absolutely thrilled. For the first time ever, I am teaching my incredible bioenergetic alignment system, Soul Intelligence, and I'm doing it in January. I am actually launching a 6-month certification course for healers, nurses, nurse practitioners, healthcare professionals of all kinds to learn how to shift these stuck energies, move the emotions and help people with those self-limiting beliefs and thoughts that keep them stuck. Because when you can actually get to the energetic root cause, you can help that shift out of a client's energy field to improve their overall health, right? It's like a specific form of prayer, or as a girlfriend said to me, it's like Reiki on steroids because it's so accurate. So if this sounds intriguing to you, send me a direct message and we'll make time to explore what this could mean to you, your family, your patients. I'll set a time aside for us to have a 30-minute soul intelligence discovery session. Soul intelligence could very well be the missing link you've been looking for to help people heal physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Won't you join me in the soul intelligence movement? I would love it if you would consider it. And again, if you are interested, send me a 30-minute soul intelligence note and I will be, or a direct message about scheduling a 30-minute soul intelligence discovery session, and I'll happily make time for you. Um, until next week, I just want to wish you an absolutely wonderful, smooth week back to work. And from my heart to yours, namaste.